Hello, Kendra Ardnek here. I'm here today to talk about a number of different social media platforms and what are their value to you as an author. I'm going to talk about their pros, their cons, and we'll see it. We're starting with my least favorite social media platform. I'm not saying it's a bad social media platform. I'm just saying it's not something that I find particularly. It's not my favorite one. It's Instagram. Yeah, and we're going to talk about the ones I use. So if it's one I don't use, I'm not going to get anyway into it. But we're starting with Instagram. It's a social media platform devoted to taking pictures and sharing them. So if you're a photographer, it's going to be a very useful. You see, I have several instances here at the top where I have taken pictures of my editing notes and like editing notes here. Its pros are that it's an easy platform for sharing pictures because it links to both Facebook and Twitter, or it can if you want it to. So you can easily share your pictures here, just a snap on your phone or tablet. I don't have a phone. Just a snap on your phone and you can instantly have your picture of your proof copy up. So you have Instagram. Its cons are that it's not really conducive to sharing other stuff to it. You can't put. It's not easy to put a link in your thing. So if you're sharing a picture from your blog or post, you did. And also, if you're not really a photographer, it's not going to be the best for you. I mean, I have it. I dug in my heels forever, but I have it now. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite place. Second of all, we have Twitter. No, Facebook. We'll get to Twitter in a bit. I kind of a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I used to love it, but lately they've been doing various changes to its algorithms, and it's harder for people to see your posts. I do recommend having a Facebook page. If you have Facebook and you're an author, get yourself a Facebook page, just so people can like you. But I still post more to my own profile than I do to Facebook, to my page, because people, Facebook is trying to encourage you to buy ads. But there is one reason why I highly recommend having Facebook, and I'll show you in just, let me go. The thing that I really love about Facebook is their events for marketing, because when I have my launch party, I will hold an event, a live event, where I can have the people here with me. We're talking back and forth, rapid fire posting of quizzes, games, and they can ask you questions. I usually hold it a couple days into my blog tour, and I'll post stuff from like Pinterest. Okay, this is what's coming up later in the series. I'll post music that I have for my inspiration, but it's a live party where I can just interact with my guests for the evening. My next social media is Twitter, and Twitter is better at getting. Twitter doesn't have the algorithm problems that Facebook does, and it also doesn't have distracting games and stuff on it. So it's another one I highly recommend. When I was just myself, I didn't want it because I didn't like the fact that it was public, completely public. But as an author, you are trying to present yourself as a public person. So having everything easily shareable is very good. The one drawback is you're limited to 140 characters, so you can't write your whole book in your status update. But really, who wants a whole book in a status update? But it's an easy one to rack up followers, because you don't have to be friends with them. Everything's highly shareable, so your post about, hey, my book is free, can easily go viral if it gets picked up by the right friends. So again, I will highly, if you're an author, I highly recommend you be on Twitter, just for the fact that it's very live. One of its drawbacks is it's very easy to get things buried at the same time. So, because there's a lot of information that comes through. Alright, and now I have Pinterest. Pinterest is personally one of my favorite sites to hang out on, because it's all about sharing, not the pictures you took, but pictures that other people have. It's about sharing inspirations, pinning inspiration. And if you'll notice, I have a lot of boards, and I'm kind of OCD about them. And they're arranged in order of how many pins are on each, because I'm weird. And all these boards about what I'm writing, so people can easily come and see, oh, she's writing this book called the Eternal Queen, and they can look at all these pictures you have for the Eternal Queen and see, oh, it's about this queen here who she's the wretched world of the queen at reserves. Ooh, that sounds awful. So there's that. The big drawback to Pinterest is that you can lose so much time. Literally, I can spend hours on it, and just like, where did those hours go? Oh, Pinterest. So it is awesome, but use discretion. Just set a timer, and maybe don't follow 1,217 people like I do. But I'm also followed by 722. So it comes out. I'm trying to get that number bigger than that one. Maybe I should unfollow some people. So I have one more. And finally, I have Goodreads. If you are an author and you're not on Goodreads, you are missing out on the best community for books in the world. We're on the internet, because it is geared towards reviews, for sharing about books. People on Goodreads are looking for books. I think that its only drawback to you as an author is that not everybody on the world is on there. But you share it to Facebook enough, and yes, you can link it to your Facebook. Everything I post on Goodreads goes to Facebook. Everything I post on Twitter goes to Facebook. You can link Pinterest to Twitter and Facebook too. And I can make them go there. I just don't, because I don't want people to see how much time I'm wasting on Pinterest. But anyways, another thing is really cool is the groups. You can have your group discussions. You can have your so you can set up a fan group. If you have a series, you can set up this fan group, and people can come in and talk about your book and make it. It really helps gear up excitement. So yes, if you're not on Goodreads and you're an author, you need to get on Goodreads. Just that's my biggest recommendation. Sorry that I had to close that out a bit early. My mouse managed to navigate me over to my email, and you guys did not want to see that. But thank you for watching this video. One more thing I wanted to say about Goodreads is that you also have the Ask the Author feature, and really high interaction between you and your fans, and your blog can also post to there. So it's awesome. I cannot recommend Goodreads highly enough for an author or anyone who likes reading. If you like reading, go to Goodreads. There's books over there. You can review them. You can find out what your friends are reading.
You can talk about books. You can be awesome. But thank you for watching, and happy writing.